Alright guys, I'm back, hopefully with the sound issues all fixed, because I had to mess with some really weird settings. My microphone got set to like a different frequency, which didn't allow me to cut out the static, and ultimately didn't allow me to boost my voice, so since normally I have to boost my voice by 30 decibels, yeah, you can tell how that worked out. Not to mention, Fraps is deciding to be kinda douchey to me lately. I'm not gonna show this intro, by the way. It's kinda silly. But, here is my next Let's Play project. It's called Fire Emblem, Mystery of the Emblem. And this game came out, I believe it was January 1st, 1994, since I had to correct my last video. Anyways, I love this. I just love the music in this game. And I've actually never watched this, so enjoy this. So essentially, when I did this LP the first time, first two chapters, I had horrible commentary. I mean, worse than normal. You couldn't hear the commentary. And so many errors, I actually went back and actually edited some of it. But now we should be fine. They really just walk in the intro? That's really silly. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to do. I shouldn't say we're. I guess we're, because it's let's. Anyways, we are going to play this game. Not normally, because lots of people have played this game normally. It's pretty common, at least in my circle of friends. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm only going to utilize two of the characters. One that I totally fanboy over just for lulz on Fire Emblem forums, and the other is kind of required. But anyways, basically what Fire Emblem is, you're just watching the intro so you don't see it. It's a tactical turn-based strategy game. I'm not sure how popular it is in Japan. I'm going to assume very, because everything's popular in Japan. It's debut to America. You guys might have heard of Super Smash Bros. With Marth and Roy. And yes, this is the Fire Emblem with Marth in it. So if you wanted to play a game with Marth in it, this would be the one. Of course, he's different in this game because he doesn't wear any pants. But you'll see that later. Right now I'm gonna do. If you guys want to play this game, I'm playing. You can play this on any emulator if you want, since you have to get a English patch to play it, pretty much, unless you know Japanese. Because you can see there's Japanese in there because it's not 100%, it's like 99%. But they've remade Book 1 of this game, which is the equivalent to Fire Emblem 1. Into a DS game in America called Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, released on the DS. You can get it nowadays, probably pre-owned. I don't think they're that rare. I got mine on release day, so I don't know. It's a fairly, I mean, to veterans of the series, it's maybe not the best game, but to those just starting out in the series, it's pretty good because it offers really good scaling on difficulty, I would say, between the difficulty levels. It offers some options so it eases you into a Fire Emblem versus sticking you in the situations where, because in Fire Emblem its main catch is pretty much if a unit dies, they're dead forever. It's not like in other RPGs where your heroes can die all the time. But aside from that, we are going to get started here in a second after I'm done explaining a few other things, and by that I mean I'm starting right now because I need to cut down on the exposition. Oh, you don't get to see general and half the other units. But anyways, we're going to start. I'm going to read. I'm going to be honest with you, because it's not really much of a let's play if I just sit there and go, that's text, alright. I mean, some things I won't read just because I don't have the ability to read it, like, at all, without making myself feel completely stupid. Well, more than normal. But anyways, since I'm rambling at this point, let's go. Now, if you watched the 2 videos that I had up, we were already on chapter 3, but I'm going to restart it so we can get all the commentary in. Book 1 is what we're going to be playing, just because the availability of the 2 characters I want to solo the game with. And this is the remake of the first Fire Emblem. Book 2 is the original content, and it's really good. I mean, they have a DS remake of Book 2 as well. It's only in Japan right now, and it's actually, it could be probably, arguably of course, the best handheld release, just simply due to its features alone. I mean, the only one that might come close would be the first one released in America, just called Fire Emblem, and that's for the GBA. That's what most people know them as. Anyways, let's get started on Book 1, War of Darkness. I'll have to yawn here for a second, so hold on. Now, I'm going to start reading here in a second. I've actually looked up some of the pronunciations, or I watched some stuff that had some pronunciations, so I'm still going to get them wrong, but I will do better than I did in my crappy commentary before. Anyways, in the distant past, the continent of Acania was invaded by the Dura Empire, led by the Mamkut king Medivh. I say Dura because that's how I've always said it, even when I was a little kid. So when, like, I first got the English patch. So yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that if you don't like it. The people lived in fear and despair. The Holy Kingdom of Acania, which had always guarded the world, was also destroyed by the horrific power of the Dark Dragon. The world was facing ruin. However, a miracle occurred. Anri was a youth from the town of Risha. That's how you pronounce it. Got it. He went on a perilous journey to obtain the divine sword of light, Faushin, and used it to challenge and defeat the Dark Dragon Medivh. And as you can see right here, the patch isn't perfect, so don't worry about that. I'll try and fill it. With Medivh's fall, the Dura Empire was vanquished. The kingdom of Acania was restored, and the world entered an age of peace. Taking lead from the kingdom of Arisha, many other countries also began to rebuild themselves. But 100 years after the war with Dura, after many years had passed, Medivh resurrected at Dura. He allied with the neighboring kingdoms of Grunia and Macedonia, and restored the Dura Empire. Also, he joined forces with Gordin's Archbishop Garneth, who shared the same ambitions of ruling the world as him, and launched an attack on the kingdom of Acania. Acania fought to the death, but under Grunia's general Camus and Medivh's might, they suffered terrible, terrible losses. Aside from Princess Nina, the royal family was wiped out. Arisha's king Cornelius, who possessed the bloodline of Anri, left to defeat Medivh. He took the Faushin, the divine sword of legends, to battle, but was betrayed by Arisha's ally Gra, and died in battle. Following him, the kingdom of Arisha also fell. Prince Moth, just 14 years of age, managed to escape with the help of his elder sister, Princess Elise. And he fled to the distant island country of Talus. And now we're going to start the actual chapter, which is good. Such a weird sound effect. It's like you're flying an airship. Anyways, Chapter 1, Marth's Journey. Prince Marth of Arisha was chased out of his homeland by the Dura Empire. He was protected by the Arishan Knights, led by the veteran knight Jagan Man. and he escaped after much struggle to the eastern island. Alright, sorry about this lag. I have no idea what's causing it. Kingdom of Talus. The Kingdom of Talus was a small country without even its own knights, located at the frontier. The King of Talus lent his eastern fortress to Marth and offered him assistance. After the death of both his parents and his beloved sisters captured by the Empire, Marth felt anxious. Prince Marth, I understand your concern for your sister. However, you're only 14. You're too young to fight with the Empire. Please wait for now. Here you can train until you become strong enough. Reading comprehension. Under the caring protection of Talus citizens, Marth had passed 2 years at this country. Right now, it is fast approaching the day that he becomes 16 years of age. Basically, every male Japanese protagonist ever, besides maybe, no, never mind. Alright, so as you see, we got enemies here. And the thief that walks over water. Right now, the 2 characters you see on the screen are the ones you're going to be using. I'm going to be using, not the one that's talking. I'm not going to read this particular dialogue just because I have a horrible Jaken voice, and I can't do girls, so the girl, that's 2/3 of the conversation. And by the way, if you do get the DS game, it is Sheeta. They just botched that translation so hard. They didn't mean to call it Zeta. It's just, you know, translations. And yeah, basically the plot of any Fire Emblem begins with something like this. Only, you know, not as morbid as killing people. It's usually just like harmless bandits on a plane that don't do any damage. Anyways, here's his finest Orishan knights, and basically the lot we're going to be using. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording here for about 20 seconds to catch my breath, because I've done a lot of exposition, and then I'm going to start the chapter. This is so in case I fail the chapter, I don't have to do a bunch of exposition again. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, round 3, go, go, go. And I've learned that exposition gets worse and worse and worse and worse as you keep failing and failing and failing. I now see the appeal of a death review video just because the amount of RNG screwage I've received in the past 2 hours is ridiculous. So here's my new strategy. I'm going to do all my exposition first. So that means when you guys are watching this, you will see this part no matter how many other times I have to keep trying this level because bandits hate me. So, what this means is I will now explain all the stuff I need to without moving my units. So yeah, have fun while you sit through this, because I know it's more fun when it's actually in the chapter, and chapters are by nature. It's alright to redo a chapter and talk about the chapter, but talking about the mechanics over and over again is as tedious as it can possibly be. So anyways, we're going to utilize Marth, this dude, and Sheeta, this girl. In every one of these games, as you can see, every class can move a certain number of squares. They also have accompanying stats. So you can see Doga, an armor here, has 11 defense, and uses lances, while Gordin, who I'm going to promptly kill off as soon as I can, is going to be a weak, frail archer. Jagen here is the first promoted unit you'll see in the game, and we'll go over promotion later, because I'm tired of exposition, and that's my new word of the day, exposition. And occasionally, you know, that's just gonna freeze up on me now. There we go. So, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that because I'm not redoing Exposition another time. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. It's just... Oh... This reminded me how much I hate the RNG sometimes. So basically, these units get a list of options when they move. So if I were to move him here, which I'm not because that would be bad, I could attack with my Iron Lance on him, and we can watch the battle whatever. But anyways, let's talk about our main heroes. Marth here has alright stats to begin with, and his stats remain alright. His main issue is he only goes to level 20, and he doesn't promote. So, yeah. He's going to probably become max by the end of the 12th chapter, I'm calling it. Anyways, strength. All those skills are really self-explanatory. Strength is how hard you hit, skill is how often you hit, speed is how many times you hit, up to a max of 2, and how many times the enemy doesn't get to hit you. Luck is... nobody knows what luck does. Luck is random as everything else. Weapon level determines what type of weapons you can use. Defense, how much damage resistance you have against physical weapon types, while resistance is about magical types. The acronyms on the side, or abbreviations I should say. So its attack damage is 10 right now, accuracy of 100, evasion of 14, critical of 16, an attack speed of 6, and an effectiveness of 20 versus Knights, so he gets plus 20 damage, I believe, versus Knights. Alright, here are Marth's growths, and basically whenever a unit gains enough experience, they will level up, and they will have a random chance to gain a stat up in each category based on their growth chance. And you can either have a perfect level up where like everything gets a mixed match of level ups, or a really bad one where you get nothing but HP, which will probably happen to me all the time knowing today. Here's Sheeta. She starts with considerably more speed because she's a Pegasus Knight. And she uses lances when she's on her horse and swords when she's not on her horse. And since her horse is a flying unit, archers do bonus damage to her when she's on her horse, and that means she will die. Her growth rates are as such right here, and as you can see, we're going to be hoping for strength. Because you know what? We need strength. But we probably won't have to worry about it as much as I'm thinking, because there's enough stat up items, since I'm not going to abuse this shop that has them. To the point where you just get them naturally in the game where I can just, you know, boost some areas if I get completely RNG screwed. So if you can't tell, this game is very RNG dependent sometimes, and sometimes not. Normally, I wouldn't fail this hard, but you know what? I had 2 good runs the first 2 times I did it. Let's see how many times I can have a bad one. Alright, what else can I talk about since I'm doing Exposition? Here are generic bandits. They are really generic, and the only reason they're killing me so much right now is simply because of the wonderful thing known as the RNG goddess, who I need to pray to, apparently. Because I believe their hit rates on Marth and Sheeta right now are like 40s and 50s, and like low 50s, high 40s. Now, in a GBA Fire Emblem, since it's a 2 RNG system, that means it'll probably hit never. But in this system, it's literally a 1 in 2 chance, like flip of the coin, and for the past 3 runs, every single, like, they just keep calling tails, and it keeps landing on tails, because they haven't missed a single hit in their entire run, except on Gordin, for some reason. Maybe I'm wasting everything. As you can see, each square has its own attributes. With the plains being 5 a void, the forest being 15 void, the fortress being 20 void, and a recover, which means they get points every turn. A shop where I can go buy stuff, which I'll do at the end of the map when I'm actually playing. Houses, which you can visit for information, which is helpful for you guys, but I don't really need it. I just need some luck. And these are villages, which often give better items and sometimes units, which can be destroyed by thieves, which which are these units, and I will kill thieves with other units if I have to. Like, this chapter I'm going to, just to save some time, because I'm a very tired man. Actually, I'm going to try a new strategy this time, where I don't have to kill a thief with another unit. But I digress. Anyways, we're going to talk about the boss now, since I'm really tired of Exposition. And he is right here. No, here. Here? He's one of these guys. There he is, got that. As you can see, he's, craptastic. But that's besides the point. One other thing I'm gonna say, because I hate explaining this, because I've said so many times between the first recordings and the second recordings, is that Sheeta and Marth get 10 hit, 10 avoid, and 10 critical anytime they're within 3 spaces of each other. Alright, that's enough exposition for now. I'm going to shut up and play. Jesus Christ. Alright, here we go, playtime. I'm not going to explain trading because it's so simple that if you don't get it, I might have to shoot you. And by that I mean, I don't know how you don't get what it is, but whatever. But thanks to the way this system works, Sheeta can use the Silver Lance right off the bat. And while I could have used it here to make my life a lot easier, I'm not going to, because I take my game super seriously. So normally what I do, since it's worked every other time I've done it except today, is run over here and tank. And normally they miss at least once, so I don't have to deal with crappy stuff. But today that's not working out. So instead I'm going to camp right here, and right here, and 1, 2, 3. And I think I'll camp here for Sheeta. But anyways, just gonna move over here the first turn so I can get some damage done. And I can visit this village with Marth since I'm no longer rushing things. Oh crap, I should kill the thief. Whatever, I'll kill the thief with someone else. No I don't. Never mind. I'll just kill it with someone else. But anyways, as you saw, we got 5,000 gold, 3,000, whatever it is. Like, I really wanted this to be better commentary than the first time, because I couldn't hear it the first time, and it was really bad. But it's kind of like rubbing your face against a brick wall. You know, it's like you're playing the lottery, and you have a 1 in 3 chance to win, and you play 900 times, and you never win. Which, according to physics, is alright and good and all that. Not physics, but statistics. However, I am being blessed with crits today, which has killed me at least twice. Alright, now... I'm not sure if I want to tempt fate again. Whatever, I'm not. Alright, first things first. Checking stupidity. Alright. Thieves, all they do is annoy. That's all we're gonna do throughout the entire game. Now normally I wouldn't wall off like this with units because that's just the cheap way to do things. And if there's many things I am, one of them is not being cheap. But I don't like thieves, and quite frankly, I'm just gonna play this as passive as I possibly can. I don't think she'd actually get the void bonuses if she is on her horse, unfortunately. There's another crit. Here's the thing though, I'll get crits every other hit, but I can't dodge. So I'm becoming like a glass cannon. Ouch. Oh wow, first non-crit. And I would stay there to finish him off, but that archer is going to kill her, as I explained in the mechanics video. And by mechanics, I mean... holy Jesus, exposition. Alright, we are going to give our first level up to Sheeta here. And we're going to stick all these guys in a corner. Except Gordin. Gordin can go die, because I hate him. And I'll show you guys why later. Oh yeah, this is the convoy, by the way, and it's just a helpful thing Marth has on him, so he can store items. He's the only unit in the game that can do this. The enemy doesn't have a convoy because they suicide on you, pretty much. That'd be a great first level for a Fire Emblem, I'm thinking, where you face nothing but thieves that just annoy the shit out of you. Anyways, first level up. Here we go, RNG Scrooge go. Cheetah's level 2, skill, luck, weapon level, defense, HP. Not bad, but I'm kind of surprised she didn't get speed. And if you saw the growth rates, if you paid attention at all, you'll know why. She has something ridiculous for speed, it's like 90 or 70 or something like that. But it's alright. Pretty sure Sheeta isn't going to be my problem for most of the LP. There you go, Gordin. Why do you have 6 defense to start with? You need to die faster. I mean, you'd already be dead if you had 0 defense. Oh well. Now I get to do my Gordin impersonation again. Oh, that'll be fun. So Gordin's gonna charge valiantly like nothing else is gonna happen. So she'll probably recover in time. I'm thinking the bandits are gonna go after Marth because of the way their AI works. But, you know, it's Fire Emblem. It's an old one, so I don't expect the AI to do anything other than move and attack. Alright, here we go, go, go! Oh, see? That's the first dodge I've seen in God knows how long. These guys have higher hit rates. There we go. And then Gordin died valiantly. Or as he died as he lived, high-pitched and annoying. Lord Marth, good luck. And unfortunately my voice doesn't go that high, so I can't give you an accurate representation of what Gordin's voice actually sounds like in the OVA or whatever. Thank you, Marth. Don't need any more crits. I mean, if I could sell crits, I'd be a critjillionaire. But, you know what? Go ahead. Who am I to say we don't need crits? I mean, It's not like I've been being hit by everything. Or, you know, it's not like I only have one vulnerary to pass around. Alright. Alright, that's good. Alright, he can only move up to there, so I can actually send Sheeta up here and rape some faith. Because archers can't counterattack. Yeah, they get double bonus on flying units, by the way. And that means Martha's gonna go up here so Sheeta doesn't die. And yes, he does wear a skirt. Because skirts symbolize, well, nothing. I don't think they want to give him pants. Because who needs pants? So I'm going to shove all my units down here. Hopefully they won't go after them. Because I'll put Meister here. And if they attack him, he's counterattacking because I forgot to store stuff in the convoy. Shut up. It counts. I'm going to try my best to not let anyone else get experience. Except for thieves, of course. But you never know what's going to happen. I might break all the rules depending on which ending I'm going for. Because I believe I need one certain unit in order to beat a certain boss. Which veterans of the series are either sitting there going, what the hell are you talking about? Or are nodding in agreement. Alright, so here's the predicament here. As you can see, we're in a bit of a doozy. Just because there's so many units. Jesus Christ. It's alright, calm down. Be relaxed. As long as Marth doesn't crit anymore, we'll be fine. Or if they dodge. There we go. That's a good Marth. You can actually not die. No, none I say he's gonna crit. It's official. I'm a critjillionaire. Okay, Mars, let's see what he gets. Strength, speed, weapon, HP. And none of that's gonna help him in his current predicament. Hey, you know, there's this girl on a horse you could be attacking too. See, she dodges. Sheeta dodges. She doesn't crit. Why can't you be more like Sheeta, Marth? Huh? Jesus Christ, you guys. Let's kill him because he has a void. I don't know. She can kill anything at this point. You know, knowing the bandits, they're probably... If I were the bandits, I'd go attack the, you know, defenseless units, but... What do I know? I do have to say, difficulty in this game, if you're doing a solo run like this, is pure dumb luck for the first level or two. Alright, Sheeta level 3, speed, weapon level, resistant. What? 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 Sure. Alright, I understand. Apparently this game thinks the opposite of RNG is true. What's he got? 7 health left, he's good. Or they could just attack a defenseless unit. No. No, let's just go after the dude with the sword. Jesus Christ. Yes! Alright, more crits. I can always deal with more crits when you actually dodge. See, Marth? If you do more of that, I'll love you. Not as much as I'll love Sheeta, but that's irrelevant, because, you know, let's not get your hopes up. And this is by far one of my favorite themes in the game. Don't ask me why, it is. Of course, Sheeta's Pegasus. I think it's a Pegasus, not a unicorn, but it's definitely a Pegasus. More crits. As you can see, that plus 10 crit really helps. Of course, it's probably closer to plus 50 crit at this rate. I've seen someone with 80 crit not crit as much as these two. Alright, now I haven't actually used another unit besides, you know, Gordin to face tank the entire enemy force for a turn. Alright, so right now we're just going to sit here and recover for a few turns. It's going to be a bit boring to watch, but hey, I'm entertained. Yeah, no, I'm not. See, the inherent problem is my voice is so monotone that I'm pretty sure I've lured you guys into a sleep at this point. You know, with like 40 minutes of exposition that I probably did. I'm not sure. I might actually separate that into 2 videos. Crap. Alright, I didn't show you guys Sheeta's unmounted form. Anyways, let's go spend some money. Since, you know, not doing anything else. And I'm not going to buy much from the store. Because there's only one thing I want to buy here, since you don't get a lot of them. And that would be these. I'm just going to buy one. Because since, you know, I can just siphon, for the first few chapters, I can just siphon from my fellow warriors. Did I give her the javelin? Yes, I did. Now the only bad part is stuff like this is kind of grating because I gotta walk all the way across the map, and it's not that bad right now because, you know, the map's only like 10 squares long, but, you know, I can see the not appeal in it. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure soon Sheeta will be able to at least trump chapters all by herself, so I don't even have to bother bringing pants a lot along. Pants a lot. Not really, more like skirts a lot, but... Yep, see, those guys don't move, so I can feel free to do that. I'm not going... Just because I don't want to sit there and have to heal. I mean, I might waste javelin, but... Hey, they can't counterattack me. Alright, yeah, sure, you can dodge an 82. Whatever. It's not like I've been hit by 40s or anything. Normally, now if you guys think that this is a luck-based game based on what I'm doing, it is a luck-based game, but that shouldn't discourage you from playing it, because what I'm trying to do is essentially play chess using only 2 pawns, or using 2 rooks against 2 bishops. No, that's not even a good example. But anyways, over here, we're gonna meet a person. She recognizes the prince, for once. And she gives you a vulnerary, which is probably worth more than the 3,000 gold, to be honest. I mean, they're only worth like 300, but that vulnerary has already saved us quite a few times. It's a shame though, because I believe in the Shadow Dragon they give you like a bazillion vulneraries to start with. Or at least, you know, quick access to them. And just some more exposition since, you know, they're dodged in 82s and whatnot. And I said I'd keep the animation on for 2-3 chapters. Max level's 20 for each class before they promote, and once again I'll get to promotion later. So Sheeta's probably going to go 20, and then 20 in her promoted class. And Martha's going to reach 20 so quick. Level 4, speed, luck, weapon level. Yep, this is going to be a bad day. Hopefully I can just buy more strength. I mean, normally I get better luck from this, but that's besides the point. I guess I'll give Marth a kill since he has, like, none. And I kinda need him to face tank next chapter. If I just, like, stomp... He has, like, a temper tantrum on the way over there. Anyways, Marth's level 3, skill, luck, defense, HP. So... Marth is going to be our tank, it looks like. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, just to show you why you generally don't use ranged weapons. I mean, I could abuse this like really hard and do what I just did against those other dudes. Anyways, this pirate's like, "Yo, what our Retian army? If we let you guys walk all over us, it would ruin the name of us pirates. Or die." But, I could do this and, you know, just sit here and throw javelins at him all day. But it actually doesn't use a use in this game, which is kind of cool. But we're not going to do that. We're going to let Marth here be awesome and show the power of his skirt. He dodged again. And he got another critical. I don't think I've seen so many crits in a single game of Fire Emblem in comparison to just this one chapter. And, you know, RNG screw. There's another critical. I swear I don't have cheats on. And the pirate's dying going, "Urgh! Oh! We're done! Yeah!" Alright, enough of that silliness. Back to, really bad voice acting from me. Have fun. "Oh, Prince Moth, I am glad you see you're safe. We are all very grateful for your actions. Is that so? You're finally heading out to Orleans? In that case, I will lend some soldiers to aid you. These men, led by Captain Ugma, are all brave warriors. I'm certain they will help you in battle." Not really. "Before you go, I have some important advice for your highness. From now on during your highness's travels, you will surely find many people who despise the Dura Empire. Some of them are hiding in villages, while others have been captured by enemies. There may even be some that have been forced to work for Dura. Finding these people and fighting together is crucial, unless you're doing a duo run. Do you understand me, Prince Moth? For the time has come. You must leave immediately. You must be determined to go. You must be determined. Good luck. Save. Sorry if you're hearing that breathing, but, you know, you have no good, like, it's such a good sense of accomplishment. Just beating a chapter after you fail so hard. Or RNG screwed so hard. Here we go. Exposition. You know you love it. Chapter 2. Pirates of Garda. Across the shore from the Kingdom of Talis is Garda Port. For a long time it has been a poor but peaceful port town. One day it was suddenly attacked by a pirate gang, and since it has become their base. From Garda Port, Marth begins his first steps to liberating his homeland. No, I actually don't know if it replays it. I think it actually does, so I don't have to read this. I could just, you know, exit and do chapter 2 in one video. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm just going to, like, oh, Jesus. I have no idea what I just pressed. I'll see what I messed up next time. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed Exposition time with Matt. And Effie Lover, whatever you guys call me these days, I could care less. I'm done. See ya.